Okay, I think Kingsley is one of them as well. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here. Without wasting too much time, good afternoon, guys, from wherever you are listening in. From Nigeria here, it's afternoon, past 12. Essentially, we are here to just, as you guys may be aware, that Mr. Peter Kwakowe has given some scholarship to empower you guys for some tech scholarship to empower you guys to take some tech courses with MDTH, right? So we just wanted to get here to, have this meeting like a first point of contact with you guys to try and understand, your motivation, what you're excited about, and how, these courses might help you towards your career, right? I think a lot of us are already familiar with who Peter Kwakowe is, and perhaps you already know what MDTH stands for, really. But very briefly, Mr. Kwakowe is a business leader. He has experience spanning over 15 years across sales, business management, operations, product management, as well as data science, right? And he also understands the situation of the country at this point in time, given that he was also born and bred here, right? And given his background as well, leading to this point where he has had to also struggle and try to, equip himself to become more, to survive in a very competitive landscape. All right, moving on, I would like each and every one of us to do a quick introduction, just your name, what you do, and what you are grateful for today. Very quickly, one or two people can just signify by raising their hands. Kingsley, Kosi, Frank, Ahmed. What's your name? What do you do? And what are you grateful for? Particularly the participant. I know MDTA there. Look, Kingsley, go ahead. You can come off mute and speak, please.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Kingsley.
My name is Kingsley Ewondo. I am a footwear manufacturer and an upcoming. I'm trying to pursue a new career in the tech industry, and I'm grateful for the scholarship. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Peter for sponsoring my dreams and helping me work towards achieving my goals to become a tech person. Thank you.
Fantastic, Kingsley. We are so excited. I can guarantee you that Mr. Peter Kwakowe is very excited to hear that, and he's happy that we are here on this call. We are doing this. He's doing this particularly because of young people like you who wants to give their career a shot. Can we have Ahmed? Ahmed, you're also raising up your hand. Can we have you speak as well?
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Ahmed Emmanuel Ahmed. I work as a customer service rep with Inteja Electric. As my first time of being in a scholarship, I would say I'm very, very, very elated and thankful to Mr. Peter for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be among one of the selected few. I would say thank you very much and promise to abide by the rules and regulations and make sure I come out with flying colors on this scholarship. Thank you very much once again.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ahmed. I really do appreciate that. Is there any other person among the beneficiaries who wants to talk before we move on? Is there another person? Kosi, Frank, Anthony. I saw Anthony also joined as well. Do you guys want to talk briefly? I mean, everybody will still have to talk at some point in time. Frank, you can come off mute, please. I see your hand. Let's hear you. What's your name? What do you do? And what are you grateful for?
I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I want to say a very big thank you for this opportunity. I'm very, very grateful because it's going to actually push me high in my career. I'm undergoing a postgraduate study in statistics, and during my undergraduate days, I didn't learn any statistical tool. And I've seen that the way the world is actually advancing, if you are not good with the tools needed for your career, you won't go anywhere. You'll be a cake. So I hope to maximize this opportunity very well to the fullest in my career, in as much as I'm being helped, I will try as much as possible to be of help to others. I'm also working with a tech company, though I am not
Okay,
so vast now, but it's an NGO that do teach teenagers tech on Saturdays.
great.
And presently now they don't have anyone in data science. They are all front end and back end, UI UX. So if I'm really help and groom well, I believe it will be a nice one for the NGO. Thank you so much.
All right, awesome, fantastic. Thank you so much. I hope nobody's feeling left out. Kosi, if you need to speak, you can also come off mute and speak. I don't want anybody to feel left out. Everybody has equal voice on this platform. We've heard from Ahmed, we've heard from Frank, we've heard from Kingsley. If there's any other beneficiary here who would also like to say one or two things, maybe appreciate the. Okay, Kosi, you can come off mute. I see your hand.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Hi,
Kosi.
good
Yeah,
afternoon,
thank you
Kosi.
very much. Though I knew Mr. Peter before now, Mr. Peter, thank you very much for this opportunity for myself and every other person that will be participating in this scholarship. Thank you so much. I really appreciate how you want to carry the younger ones who are in this, who are just entering this phase. I would call it a phase as well. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you for how you've decided to give us a push. Yeah, I would be joining the data analytics. I've actually gone through the 2 weeks boot camp we did the other time, and then that's the free one, the free section, and then for this one again I have an opportunity of joining for the scholarship. Thank you so much. I really look forward to, yeah, I'm a microbiologist and I've been working with so many data, both for my field and generally for documentation. I handle a lot of data. So I really look forward to learning so much uh, from this training. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
All right, awesome. So yeah, this is fantastic. I like how this is going. Kosi, a microbiologist, she's going to be able to leverage what she will learn in data analytics stack from MDTH to also impact our work. Thank you very much, Frank. I hear you as well. You are doing a postgraduate study, and you feel the program you will take with MDTH would also impact you as well. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you, Kingsley. Everybody. We would still to come, we will hear from the scholarship donor, which is Mr. Kwapowe. But before we get to that point, I don't know if there is any representative of MDTH. We would like to understand, the program, right? How long is the program? What should the beneficiaries expect to get from your program and all that? Within 3 minutes, if there's anybody available who talk about that, just to give us an overview of the program, the program that the beneficiary will learn from. If we don't have anybody like that here at the moment, we can move on. We can always come back to that. So before we bring on Mr. Peter, I also wanted to understand now, can we just in 1 minute, what was the shift? What was the paradigm shift for us? At what point did we realize, I'm talking about the beneficiary now, at what point did we realize that we need to upskill, and that upskill needs to come from a tech program, like a tech course? And how are you able to understand that it is this particular tech program that I need to take to help my line of work, or to help what I do as a student? Can somebody just come 1 minute, just share that with us? When did you decide that you want to take a tech program, and this tech program is going to help my work grow? It's going to help me grow my line of career? Anybody? Kingsley, Ahmed, Emeka, I see you. Kingsley, please come off mute.
Okay, for me, what inspired me to pursue the tech career is I have always had a passion for digital skills, though environment and
Great.
science have not really permitted me to. But I think functioning in the digital space will be very, very um, will be very lucrative in this time. because the world is going digital and technology is the order of the day. So I need to learn the digital skills so I can fit in the world now. Thank you.
Great. Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. Any other person wants to add one or two before we move on? Ahmed, Frank, welcome back. Emeka, you've not spoken. You joined while we started. Do you want to talk about, this tech program, this tech scholarship you are benefiting from? How does that help your work or your career? Why have you decided to take this particular program? Kosi, you could come off mute. Frank, you could come off mute. Ahmed as well. Anybody? Yeah, go on, Ahmed. I see your hand. Please come off mute.
Okay, thank you. For me, I, I started to take interest in tech last year because
Okay.
I love creativity. I love to see people build things. I
Okay.
love when I see things that, when I mean creativity, that creativity, it 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 captures it motivates me. I love to see when you create things to solve problems. And as a customer service representative, we work more with Excel, and at that, data analysis will favor you very well when you are working as a customer service. And also, when
Okay.
you see the way the country is going, you don't just sit in one place. You try to learn multiple streams of incomes and all that. So I felt, okay, this is the right time for me to go into tech. Since I love creativity, I believe tech will be the one for me. So that's why
Awesome.
I had to divert into tech. Though I'll be
Awesome.
learning on my own, I'll be using Solo Learn and Mimo but with my phone. I've been doing that for
Right.
almost a year now. But what I really need now is a mentor, someone to hold my hand and guide me
Fantastic.
so that I will be strong enough to handle things on my own. So that's it for
Fantastic.
me.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing, Ahmed. Is there
Nice.
another person who wants to talk before we move on? All right. Very quickly, Mr. Kwakwa, we've all heard from everybody here. So we understand their motivation, we understand what they do, and why this scholarship you have given is going to be very impactful for their different career paths, right? Emeka, I see you raise your hand. You want to say something before we
Yeah,
have Mr. Peter?
I think Emeka should say something. Yeah, nice.
All right, Emeka, please come on.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is
Good
Emeka Collins. I'm a teacher, I'm a secondary school teacher. I teach English
Interesting.
class. I've always heard about tech stuff and all, but I've never really taken interest into it. I never saw it as something I could do because I thought I never had some skills like all this. I thought tech is about programming actually. So I always run away from that kind of thing because I remember there was a course I had in school then, we did in school. It had to do with computer application and it was so boring and it had to do with a lot of calculation and all those things. So it was a turn up for me at the initial stage. But I discovered something that the world is becoming global, right? And we find out that technology is at the forefront. So
Right.
I see tech as a way of developing myself, having a skill that can give me a global standing and also help me
Fantastic.
Makes
advance
sense.
my teaching career because I found out that these days teaching is not just restricted to classroom. Now people
True.
have e-learning platforms and all. So I want to see how I can come into that. But my interest at the moment is in data analysis because one of my lecturers, I'm actually also doing my postgraduate studies. So one of my lecturers told us about data analysis and how we can bring it into research and also even in teaching. So I want to explore that field and see what I can learn from that area. And also from that point, I believe I can be able to branch into other aspects of tech. Thank you.
Cool.
I tell you what, Emeka, you've come into the right circle. because Mr. Papawa himself is also a data scientist. So he shares in your story, understands, exactly what you are saying. Without taking too much time, would like to hear from the scholarship donor, Mr. Peter Papawa. So there are many things you could have done, sir. There are many places you could have invested your money. You could have, channeled your energy. We would like to understand what was the motivation behind, just give us a little background of your own story as well. We know you are a tech leader, a business leader as well, and born and bred in Nigeria here, even though you are pursuing, your bigger dreams outside of the country at the moment. So we would like to understand, your background. What was your motivation specifically towards this scholarship? Why have you decided to say, okay, it's time to give back, right? Let us look at Nigeria and empower these young people, these passionate, hardworking people. So we just want to hear a little bit from you, 3, 4, 5 minutes, sir, to understand your motives. Thank you.
Tomowa, thank you very much. Emeka, Ahmed, Kingsley, Damilola, Anthony, Kufre, everyone that is here, I want to say thank you for being here. So my name is Peter Kwakboe, and I'm a transformational leader. So I started my career from the street of Lagos. So street of Lagos as an in-store salesperson. Like those of you that go to Computer Village, you go to Computer Village, you see people wearing Techno, Infinix, come and buy phone. I started my career as an in-store person, right? So I'm very good with customer engagement. So from there, I grew, I went up, I was managing the whole of South and Southeast. And so I was a core salesperson. So I kept growing, I kept picking interests. I see technology. So the thing is, in the course of my journey, I encountered so much of technology. I went out of Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Cameroon, everywhere. I grew to become a growth manager. I was driving business revenue for countries, for Nigeria, for Ghana, for Sierra Leone, and other big West Africa countries, Ghana inclusive, right? So, but I got to a place, I realized I had a big challenge. And most of those challenges, I work with some persons, and when I go for meetings, I keep hearing data, product. So I went to meet the CEO of Vista Bank in Sierra Leone. We're talking, he said something that was profound. He said, Peter, this product you're selling to me is not robust enough. I like, why? He said there's a product gap. I like, how do you mean there's a product gap? He opened the demo I was showing him, and he showed me things in the product that were not right. Peter, we need product enhancement. That was when it dawned on me that as a salesperson, I had limitation of what I could sell. I had limitation of what I could do because there were a lot of product gap in what I was selling. So I went back. That was when I picked interest in products, right? I went back, as a business person, you should be a part of building your business. Have you ever go to banks whereby they tell you, I'm having so much time for the token to come? There's a lot of product bugs. So I went back to my company and they said, Peter, your insight about products is very good. I want you to work inside the product. So I was a growth manager as well as a product person. So whenever there's a product meeting, they say, call Peter in. He has insight about products. So I keep telling them about how we can better the product. So I think that was where my interest in product started, because product was a challenge to me when I was selling. So from there, I picked certification. I became a certified product owner, blah, blah, blah. I started driving. So I saw my career that I grew to the peak of being a salesperson. I gradually metamorphosed into a product guy. So the product guy, so I was very good in it because this was skill I already had. So I was able to speak their language because whatever they are saying as a product person, as a salesperson, they say the user interface, I already know what the user interface, whatever they want to do is meant for the customer. I remember products are meant to serve the customer. I remember I'm coming from a place whereby me and the customer is a 5 and 6 relationship. So I know about how product functions in the trade. So that helps me a lot. And I started my journey, my transformation journey into being a product guy. I was running that product. Amazing. I was working with teams and all that. I kept going. And I also realized that in the midst of building the product, I had another challenge. The challenge I had was I had the data challenge. So the dev team are building that thing, and there are a lot of codes on GitHub. There are so many things I don't understand. And me, Peter, I don't like to be kept in a vacuum, right? So like I'm having a challenge and I don't know how to solve my challenge. So I think that was when I pick up data science as a core course. I'm a machine learning engineer as I'm talking to you. I can build machine learning algorithm. I can build prediction recommendation systems. I can crack data. I know how to use SQL. I can work with different relational databases and a lot of things that you guys want to talk about. So so that's a bit of my journey, why I'm here. And I saw something that was profound after that. People I left in sales, most of them are still in sales today, wallowing in sales. They don't know when is the next time to click that next button. Life is evolving, life is challenging. So I think that was something I did, right? That was something I did, right? So but my key motivation for wanting to bring in all of you here is, or rather why I decided to partner with MDTH is I find the way I am right now, the best I could do is give back to the local community. I see tech is a global skill, right? In the UK right now, a salesman from Nigeria cannot come here and start selling immediately, right? You need to undergo cultural change, cultural reorientation. But someone who is a tech person in Nigeria can land in the UK today and start from where they stop as if he was a part of the team from day one. But if you see as a customer exec, like was it Kingsley? Was it Kufred that says a customer? Who said he was a customer person? Yeah, so one of them said is a customer person. That should be Frank, I think so. If you land outside Nigeria to Canada, you cannot be a customer representative immediately, right? You need to undergo culture. Yeah, that's Hamed, right? Hamed. You need to undergo cultural reorientation. You need to understand the system. But as a tech person, you can be a front end, a back end, a product designer. You land anywhere in the world. You don't need to be taught anymore. So that's why I said that tech is a global skill. If you learn it in Lagos, you learn it in India, you learn it in Pakistan, anywhere in the world is competitive. You can be in Lagos and be working with a team in Ontario. So my biggest reason for investing, or rather giving this scholarship to these amazing people, I think there are like 20-30 of them, I think so. This scholarship was given to through MDTH, is because I believe in the tech vision, right? I believe in the problem that tech is solving. I believe because my life is a testimony. So I want all of you to take this very seriously. Kingsley said he's an artisan. Do you know he's an artisan? Someone who does making of shoes. Someone who does making of shoes, trying to become a tech person. Man, that is ambitious for you. So I want to encourage every one of you. And for MDTH, why I decided I want to partner with MDTH, it's a startup. I followed their journey. I followed their story. I saw how empathic they are, their journey, the story, the 1 or 2 cohorts, they shown that. And so I think they have a free session whereby 20 people can come into the free session. When it's time to go to the paid or the pro version, people run away because they don't have the money to pay for the full module or for the full for the full boot camp. I think that's why I'm partnering with MDTH, because they are solving a tech problem today. It's not only MDTH. Any tech company in Nigeria or anywhere I feel that their interests are aligned with me to empower the young people into tech, I'm going to be a part of it. So my life is a testimony, and I want to give everyone a fighting chance. So Kufre did not achieve his dream because he didn't have a chance to learn that skill. Kosi did not achieve a dream. She's a microbiologist today, but I'm hearing her son call that she wants to use data to transform how the business does its processes. So that's ambitious. So it would be unfair if these people are not given fair chance to live their life. I'm a tech evangelizer. I'm a transformational leader. I'm someone who is big on empowering people. And I thank you for being a part of this. Please make yourself proud, make your family proud, make your country proud, make your generation proud. And me, Tomiwa, and the rest of the team who are driving the sponsorship, please make us proud, right? We are going to be here. Tomiwa is the resource person to you. I advise every one of you, please get a LinkedIn account. get a LinkedIn account. LinkedIn is a global platform you can use to sync knowledge. So get a LinkedIn account. Tomiwa can also help you in terms of building. Tomiwa is a resource person when it comes to LinkedIn optimization. It's not going to do it for you for paid. It's going to be for free, courtesy of me as well. So please open it. Open a LinkedIn account. We are going to guide you. You're going to be doing more of the boot camp with MDTH, why Tomiwa and the rest of the team. If you need mentorship, they're also going to give you off the record mentorship, like helping you with your LinkedIn account, how to connect, how to do well. I think that's basically everything I want to say to Tomiwa. Thank you so much, guys.
All right.
Give me so much excitement committee with you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Powerful. That was very powerful. Thank you so much, Mr. Papowe. In fact, you've heard from him directly, right? That he has passed through some of these phases that most of us are passing through, right? And it is because of this that he has seen the need to also give back and also help people to rise. I mean, there's a famous quote that says, "We rise by lifting others," right? So he's very interested in your dreams and your aspirations. For those of you who are teachers, those who are customers, specialists, those who are artisans. Exactly. So he wants to see you grow specifically, and definitely will be following up with some of your progress, even post this scholarship. Thank you so much for that deep reflections and those declarations that you've made. I don't know if there's anybody who has questions here before we wrap up this session. Does anybody have questions, maybe for the MDTH team or for Mr. Peter as well? Kingsley, Ahmed, Kosi, Frank, Emeka, anybody with questions, you can ask now. If there is no question, I mean, that's also fantastic. Okay, Emeka, please come off mute. You have something to say.
Okay. Thank you once again. I appreciate this opportunity. Personally, I want to really delve in fully into it. But I had a challenge in the last. There was this free boot camp that was organized by this same body. For my challenge, the challenge I had was the issue of time, right? When the classes are fixed, and so I don't know. Is there a way we can have a pre-knowledge of when the classes will be fixed so that we prepare ourselves? We kind of touch our schedule in a way that we can be able to attend. So I don't know whether is it possible for us to get a pre-information about the timing of the class, and is it possible for it? I'm not saying it's going to be very conducive for everybody. We have to make the sacrifice of coming for the classes, but is there a way it can be arranged in a way that we would be able to attend despite our other engagements?
Okay.
So I don't know whether this question is understandable. I hope I didn't.
Okay, yes, I get your question. Yes, no, it's fine. Your question is very valid. Thank you for asking. So I believe that the MDTH team will have a proper orientation for everybody before they begin class. It is during that orientation they will pass across the message of classes, timing, and all of that. So during that session, that orientation they will have with you guys, they will be able to schedule. You guys can have a proper handshake as to what time works best for you and all of that. So yes, there will be an orientation class, definitely. This one is just for us to meet the scholarship donor, which is Mr. Peter, and then just try and understand why he's even doing this, why is he being generous to this point, what are his own motivations and his ambition, and all of that, and how exactly does it connect to your story. And we've been able to understand that from what he has said. So your question is valid, and the MDTH team will have an orientation for you guys to clarify all that. I think, Emeka, thank you. I think Frank also raised up his hand. I don't know if you still want to have another question, or is the same question you meant to ask.
Kingsley.
Okay, go on.
Kingsley's hand is up. Yeah.
Come off mute, Kingsley, please. Go on and talk.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Peter, once again. My question now is, I hope this is not the last time we'll be hearing from Mr. Peter, and I hope there is an avenue where we can reach him or keep in touch with him and Mr. Tomiwa. So that's my own question.
I will let Okay, I will let Mr. Peter answer that. Sir, where can we reach you, sir? How can we reach you, please?
Oh, amazing. So I have a saying when I was growing up. My mom would always say, um, uh, mentorship or raising up a child is not a one-day thing, right? So I'm not going to disappear, right? In as much as I know I'm a very busy person, I have series of webinars, other things I need to do, right? If you see as the call is going, I'll respond to messages and some other things I need to do. So I'm going to sync with the team at MDTH, right? I'm going to sync with the team at MDTH. But first, your studies is more important to me. I'm going to get feedback on how you're going about your classes, who is doing well, who is excelling. I'm not going to say more, but there's a gift for people, right? There are going to be gifts from people. I'm thinking of a laptop in my head for someone who is exceptionally very good. So I'm thinking I'm going to be following up. I don't need to talk to you, but when your boot camp is about finishing, right? Tomiwa is going to be taking care of. Tomiwa is going to be driving some things for you guys in terms of ensuring your LinkedIn is. You have a LinkedIn. For those of you who already have a LinkedIn account, Tomiwa is going to be ensuring that your LinkedIn is at par, optimization, whatever you've learned for the boot camp. So Tomiwa is an amazing person, like a resource guy who is amazing. So we're going to be spoon feeding you until we know that you've done projects. And when you are out, those of you that read data, blah blah blah, we could give you side projects, introduce some other side project I'm working on. I can partner with you, right? I give you side project, I work, I study your project, we use GitHub, and so many ways we are going to collaborate. No, Ahmed, don't be elated, right? This is we giving back. And to what said, we rise by lifting others. So for those of you who want to be engaging, I don't have people. So when this whole bootcamp thing is done, we still want to be a part of your journey. I think that's enough. I think that's basically what I want to say right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I think we've all heard. We've heard him. So I don't know if there's another question by anybody before we wrap up the session. If there's any person from the MDTH team who wants to say something as well, you can come off mute.
And they're also for them. How many of them on LinkedIn? Is any of them on LinkedIn?
I'm not sure. So I was going to
is any of
Antonio, I
them
see
on
you raising your
LinkedIn?
hand. Do you want to speak?
I'm on LinkedIn.
You want to ask questions?
Yeah. For those of you on LinkedIn, I just sent my LinkedIn.
I'm on LinkedIn too.
So I send my LinkedIn request. Just click on the link, and yeah, click on the link and just do me a DM right on LinkedIn, so we could take it from there. Do me a DM. Just the link is there. Just click on it and connect with me on LinkedIn. Yeah.
All right. Antonio, I see your hand up. Do you want to ask a question, or you were indicating that you're on LinkedIn? I don't know. If there's no other question, I think we are good, and I think we have. Okay, Frank, your hand is up. Do you have something to say before we wrap up the session?
Yeah.
Or
We need to wrap up. Yeah.
Okay, I can't hear anybody talking. So I guess we've come to the end of the session.
Yeah, and so as a ritual that I do, Tomiwa, it doesn't really matter where you are. If you can come up with open your video up, let's just have a screen grab, right? I like that a lot. I like doing that in meetings. Most people, I might not meet some of you in real life, but can we meet you face to face? It doesn't matter where you are. You're at your shop, you're in the toilet, wherever you are. Please feel very free wherever you are. If you can open your video, let's just have a screenshot of everyone. That would make more sense. It doesn't matter if you're with a baby, anywhere you are. Amazing, Ahmed, for setting the pace. So open you up. We don't care where you are. Just open your video. You are in the market selling, you are in the toilet. Amazing guys, anywhere you are. Yeah, Kosi's in the lab, man. So that's interesting. So she said, so guys, open your video. Damilola, please open your video. Kingsley, you've been talking, open your video. I want to see you. Kingsley, don't struggle with this. Is not much technology.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do a screen grab. Kosi, I need your video on before I do the screen grab, please. Yeah, just let me do a video, a screen grab of everyone. Makes sense. Yeah, good for me. So I think Tomiwa, basically that's it. Yeah.
Yep. All right, thank you guys so much for joining in. The conversation will continue on the group with your MDTH coordinator. And if there's anything we need to also do to support you guys throughout the journey, I believe they will let us know as well. Thank you guys so much for joining in. We really appreciate your time. Do have a wonderful day. All the best.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you
have
very
a
much.
good day and have an amazing time learning. Yeah.
And you too, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.